We will see. Hopefully you were notified. Hopefully people got notified. We'll see if anybody gets notified. It says one person watching. Say something, people. Say something. See if anybody says anything. Give it a few minutes. We got one thumbs up. Paul Wagner. How's it going? I'm doing good. How about yourself? It's going pretty good. Torrential Time, Matt. How are you? David Theory. How are you? Jeff. How are you, buddy? I hope everybody's doing good. So what's new with everybody today? Tanisha, how are you doing? Gage, you're doing crummy? Is it you doing crummy because of the pen thing? Dale, how are you and how's your knee? Are you doing crummy because of the knee thing the pen thing, or just things ain't going real well today? Youper, how are you? Be better if the T's were here right now. Yeah, I can understand the anticipation. I've been there, and not with tarantulas. The tarantulas I did get, I didn't know. Becky was kind enough to get them without me knowing, and then I was surprised. Dealing with a bored Steve. Didn't Steve's team win today or something? He shouldn't be bored. He should be all excited. Have 2 new phones, so that's good. Oh, that's good. That always is. Doing good. Oh, David, tell Emily happy birthday for me when you see her. What's the new toy, Uber? I could just imagine. Knee hurts, but nothing. Yeah, my back has been killing me all day, guys. Seriously, really bad. Yeah, I suppose she's sleeping now, so that's tonight when. Yeah, that sucks. What did you have? Mites can inundate them kind of mites. Them grain mites can inundate a house fast. Well, tell Stevie to cheer up. Yeah. Yeah. That is just them grain mites. See, I was going to start breeding. I did start breeding mealworms, but I stopped because I know that you can get grain mites in there really bad, and I'm not going to be battling mites. No way. You should got Alexa. Oh, see, I don't know about that, Tanisha. I know it's not supposed to affect things like Social Security and things like that, but I don't know about Section 8 housing. Cleaning tubs, James. Oh, I meant to tell you, James. The video, I could see the Enchi in there, the pastel and the Enchi, but I really couldn't see the because that's a pretty big guy. Pretty big guy. So you would see lots of white on the side if it was um, calico, but you still never know. I guess you have to breed them out and see what happens. Yes, grain mites are horrible. If I ever got them, I would take what I got that had them and I would separate them and then do a whole new collection or something. I don't know. It would be devastating. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Although I've seen people take the tarantulas out, put them in a temporary enclosure, take the enclosure, put them in a freezer, and the freezer kills the mites. They redo them and then put the tarantula back in. I don't know, if that helps or not. I don't know. That's what I've seen on it. Yeah. Yeah. Ed from CMC, how are you doing tonight, sir? Yeah, there's no I didn't see any calico in her. Yeah, I would say I don't know. They I've seen somebody also take their enclosures, but I don't know if you can do this or not with your enclosures, and put a tub of water down and set the enclosure in the tub so it didn't spread from enclosure to enclosure. But yeah, and I would say mite paper, but mite paper would probably kill the tarantulas, I suppose, wouldn't it? Because it's got like a pesticide on it, I think. I don't know how the mite paper works. I know nothing about it. So yeah, he's a big one. I paired a few things up today already. Yes, that's exactly how you do that, Paul. Because what it does is it gives them a break, feeds them, they get their energy back, helps them produce sperm plugs, and putting the male in with the female repeatedly like that helps the female start producing follicles and helps the follicle development, the whole 9 yards, and you just keep doing that over and over and over again. Sooner or later, they will stop. She won't be receptive no more. And once they're not receptive anymore, chances are she's gravid. Just keep doing it. You'll plug away at it. No, well, I'm glad for that theory. I really am. You didn't have me worried in any way about it, but I'm glad. So, Uper, what's going on with your breeding projects this year? Anything good? Yeah, you can't. The problem with that, though, Dale, is when you got tarantulas, they get into the enclosures, and then to remove the tarantula, I believe that the grain mites get on the tarantulas and live around their fangs and stuff like that. And then if you were to move them, it's like you're going to have them. It would be very, very upsetting. Stevie, how are you? I see Kansas City won. I see. Don't you like Kansas City, Stevie? I'm not sure. I know Dallas lost. So the Rams advance. Right, let me see what that is. Okay, everybody, here we go. Watch this. This is a Snapchat from Kelsey here. Wait a minute. They went to a hockey game, and him and Kelsey and my son got on the Kiss cam. They were on the USA cam. They were on the dance cam. They were on the Spirit cam. The whole 9 yards. They were on there like 4 or 5 times. But here we go. We're gonna send them a snap back. Everybody say hi. There we go. We can see it. And I'm gonna tell everybody saying hi. So I just sent it to her. See if they pop in here. You never know. Have you talked to anybody, Matt, about how to really get rid of the mites? I know. I don't know. What's that say? Nothing. Sarah Tyndall, how are you? Yeah, see, that would drive me completely crazy. I'd be down there tearing stuff apart, doing whatever I had to do, Matt, until they were under control. At least I thought they would be under control, but you never know. Does Google like being played with, Huper? George, how are you doing, sir? Oh, Section 8 will be affected by the government shutdown, Dale? Oh, Huper, I meant to tell you. Your son was on here yesterday. I'm going to Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, Huper, your son was on here yesterday. I told him to tell you you're little J now. You're LJ. Oh, he told you. So how are you guys doing? How are you doing, George? And how is Sarah Tyndall and the family doing? Oh, wow. See, I, 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 I could say a few things right now, Dale and Tanisha and everybody, but I told everybody I will not get political on this channel at all, period. I have opinions. I'm very opinionated about things, and nothing bad about, government assistance or nothing. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the government itself, and I would never say nothing. Well, I hope you get it under control, Matt. Oh, so he doesn't want to be the big guy then, does he? That's funny. Oh, and that's good. Tell Edward Tyndall that your husband there, that I hope he understands why I don't want that thing to have access thing. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Sarah. And I hope it doesn't upset him in any way. Todd, how are you? Yeah, well, because of a wall. Understood. Wall would do no good anyway, I don't think. It's just my opinion. Drugs come over because they're starting to use drones to go over the places that they have the wall at now. So that ain't going to stop drugs. Yes. But then you have the fight of the grain mites that'll be on the tarantulas themselves, wouldn't you, Sarah? I don't know. George, how are you doing? Oh, you did get notifications. Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. I could sort of tell the nights if people get notifications and the nights people don't. That's true, they do. Do you know what the collapse of the Roman Empire was, David? Hey, George. Oh, that's good. That's good. Good song. That was a good song, Edward. Well, David theory, the collapse of the Roman Empire was because they did not care about the middle class people at all. They started doing away with the middle class. They had poor and they had rich, and that was the collapse of the Roman Empire. And what's that say there? Nothing. You know, Sarah, I was thinking about the same thing. When I get bigger setups and bigger enclosures, I was definitely thinking the same thing about the springtails and stuff like that. What about grain mites? Are they harmful to the tarantulas, Edward? Good night, tarantula time. He said it was grain mites because his wife opened up a container and it was full of grain mites. And she threw it in the trash, and then the grain mites were everywhere. There's still a few in there, David, but not many. Just like we shouldn't drink from plastic bottles. Because plastic bottles ruin the environment, but I'm doing it anyway. I figured I'd get that out there before there's another person in the room that would get it out there, I think. Yeah, I'm not worried about that, Edward, because they ain't going to come and take guns. I really don't think anyone's ever coming to take your gun. Yes, it is. Aqua Balls, I have to agree. So eventually, then what you're saying is in a tarantula enclosure, grain mites would slowly die off for lack of food. Oh, who's this? My son. Hold on. Hello? Yeah, I know that. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Okay. Famous Dave. You should say I don't make barbecue food. I heard it. Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah. Where are you guys in the room now? Are you guys back at the room? Okay. Okay. I don't know if it's a be good idea. Keep him out of trouble, please. All right. Okay. Yeah, I could tell. All right. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh man. The boy. What do you do with your children? He was at the hockey game. They had him on the veteran cam. They had him on the dance cam, the kiss cam, and the team fan cam. So then he goes out. They go out to eat afterwards, and everybody in the place recognized him because he was on the TV, and they were coming up to him and talking to him like he was somebody famous. He's like, "Get away from me!" He was telling them to get away. Uh, Let me see. Did I miss something? Who are we talking about? Did you see all that? Yeah, you know, Slash, I have to agree. He has a lot of water bottles. That's the truth, David Theory. That is the truth. I'm going back and reading all the comments. I saw something. Easy. Matt, how are you? And I'm sorry, guys. That was my son. He's so excited. He was at the hockey game. He's 22 years old. Him and his girlfriend, they made it on the TV 4 times. And he's like, oh, whoa. So, Matt, how are you doing? Well, I hope everybody can see me. Can everybody see me, Matt? Oh, very good. Yeah, I sent you a message on Facebook, Matt, and because my name is Andrew, and I hope you get it. I sent you the phone number so I can. Okay. Well, I'm glad everybody can see me. I hope everybody can see me. So anyway, how is everybody doing? How's the weather where everybody's at? That's what I should say. It's cold here. It's going to be cold here. It's going to be warm tomorrow. Then the temperature's supposed to get really cold. So David Theory, that means in about a week or so, you're going to get cold too, I guess. It was snowing here off and on all day today. So, I don't know. It's 2 there. I'll tell you what the temperature is right here. 50 right. Of course, James, down there in Georgia, it's going to be nice and toasty weather, huh? Yeah, right here, it is 56 down there too. 1. It is 1 here. I'm beating you out, maniac. It's 1 here. Oh, that fixed it. So, Matt, how are you doing? I was pairing stuff up again today, so everything's looking good. What's warm for me would kill you. Probably. Because it's always cold here. Always cold. Well, Matt, like I was saying, before you had to leave there to switch your phones, I sent you a text message over Facebook Messenger. Oh, let me write that down. I got a pen, paper. Okay. Got it. I will do so to that phone. I will send that message there for you, Matt. I could just imagine how overwhelming it gets on there. And I will definitely, I could see it going completely crazy. It's 7 there with the wind chill, or 19 there with the wind chill, Stevie. Stay warm, buddy. It's 1 here. Yeah, I put a few things back together today, so we'll see how this turns out. My one female was bowl wrapping today. The other one keeps climbing in her water bowl, and sometimes that's a good sign also. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. I have to agree with that too, Matt, because I got probably not as many followers as you do on there. I got like 1,200 followers, 5,000 friends, 667 friend requests, and it goes crazy. Yeah, it's gonna next week here. Theory, it's gonna have a high of -1. That's gonna be the high for the day. So we're gonna get cold again. So when will your stuff be there, Theory? When will your stuff be there? Yeah. I bet a few people, probably nowhere near as many as you, but a few from YouTube contact me on there. Yeah, I suppose it's too cold to ship now. Any guesses on what you're looking at getting? Is it ball python related or a different species? We got to narrow this down some. Because, or is it something with 4 legs? No, different species. It's a snake though, right? No, I'm gonna say it's gonna be a Burm. He's gonna get a Burmese python or something, like maybe a dwarf Burm or something like that. No legs, pure snakes, North American, even bull snakes. It's either gonna be bull snakes, guys, or it's gonna be a not a Crebo, but a indigo snake of some sort, like a Texas indigo, a Mexican indigo, or an Eastern indigo. How close are we? I'm telling you, Matt, I've been watching stuff, and I believe the bull snake is the up and coming thing. Nope, not even warm. Is it venomous? That's the next question. Bull snakes are going to be up and coming. You can produce them by the thousands, and people, you'll never keep them in stock. Yeah, good question. Is it venomous? It is. So then it's either going to be an albino copperhead or no, an albino moccasin or something like that, maybe. A leucistic rattlesnake. Yeah, I didn't even think that. See, I was thinking down a separate. Unless, of course, it's going to be an albino gaboon fight. Oh, no, it's not North American. Never mind. I'm going to say leucistic. Yeah. A scaleless western diamondback. Well, I hope you get it. That would be amazing to see. Yeah, that would be cool. All right, Gage, I got that. And you want to focus more on tarantulas? Yeah. I'm going to get more tarantulas, but I'm going to be focused on them too. But I still am not going to get rid of my snakes or nothing like that in any way. Yeah, see, it might not be a money thing, but boy, definite eye candy. Oh yeah, okay. You're just gonna cut back on them. Well, Edward, I hope we're gonna have some. I've been produced. I'm gonna try to produce a few things for you guys. Yeah, they look so different when they're scaleless. Yes, yes, I did. That I did. I would never. I watch a lot of Dave's. Almost. I watch every one of Dave Kaufman's videos. I like Dave. He's a pretty cool guy. Back on your Bible. Yep. The pattern is even different. It's just amazing how much the scale is actually how colorful they are underneath all the scales and how the pattern's different. Yeah, he does, Dale. He has some very crazy videos. Yeah, Dave has a lot of bull snakes. He breeds a lot of bull snakes too. Yes, Gage. I said, yeah, I got it, buddy. I thought you heard me say it that I got it. Already got that taken care of, David Theory. Haha. The red you have too is very interesting. I can't remember if you said that was a locality color or if that's just a total different, like a morph or something. Yeah, he's got the microscale, uh, Dale, and when the microscale they say is different than the scaleless head, which I'm not too much on the scaleless or the microscale because I don't have any. I don't know much about him, but I know that that's what he has. Oh, that would be cool if it's a whole new morph, wouldn't it? Typing on the phone sucks. Yeah, I hear you. Oh no, Gage, I wasn't saying nothing. That's fine. Yep, I guess they will. Yeah. Well, he knows if you produce the microscale to a microscale, you get a fully scaleless animal. So that's what he's probably there. I'm sure his are all derived from the microscale, though. What phone are you on now, then, Matt? What phone is that? Yeah, microscale to microscale will produce scaleless, and that's probably where he got his scaleless from. Is just like I don't, the scaleless head also produced scaleless. So makes you wonder if you put a scaleless head to a microscale, if you would get a scaleless also. Oh, okay. Oh, we were thinking the same thing at the same time. I don't know. But I would think that they would be related somewhere down the line. And if you put the two together, you would get a definite scaleless. Has anybody done it, David? I don't know if anybody's done it, but I'm sure that somebody has. You know, I'm sure that what's the name probably has too. I'm sure that Kevin has done it at some point. Yeah, they don't have the heat pits. Visually, they're gone because that's just a scale, I guess. I mean, they eat fine and everything. Yeah, I firmly think that the banana coral glow is the same, but the butter lesser, I do feel they might be different to a point because I saw this guy do he had a whole collection of butters and lessers, and when they were adults, he set them side by side. You could tell the difference. But then some people say that was due to the line breeding. Some people were like, well, I'm going to take this butter and breed it and then get the best possible looking butters. And then somebody tried to, said, well, these are lessers and went the other way with it or something. But I'm not saying that's exactly what happened. But then, of course, they say coral glows don't have as many black spots as the bananas do. So I don't know if that's true or not either. Yeah, see, they say scaleless shed more and stuff like that. And I think that's due to the fact that they get little micro scratches on their body. And that creates their body to be healing all the time and creates them to shed a lot. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I've heard. I'd have to go back and look at that, James. Wouldn't really. So you can't tell. Yeah. A microscale, it's like beads. The scales on a snake feel like beads almost, Jeff. And it feels like beads. And there's separation between the scales. You can see it, they're beaded up. So, Matt, you think that the scaleless head and the microscale are related then? Yeah, they're just beads and they're smooth. It's like different. I keep you. I have heard that the microscale. Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. Yeah, and that's another thing I was going to ask. They got the scaleless rat snakes and stuff. They don't seem to have any issues at all. So, how true that is with the ball pythons, I'm not sure. You would think they would be only like somewhere along the way. Do you plan to get into any of those projects, Matt? I know that I know they look totally different, but I just don't know. Okay. Well, that'll be cool to see. The scale, are you breeding scaleless head to scaleless head then? RK Reptiles, how are you doing? Yeah. Um, Other than back pain, I'm not doing too bad today. Yeah. Eh, have fun eating them, Gage. So, do you think they just shed a lot because their bodies are because just due to the fact that they don't have the scales? Do you think that has something to do with it? That they just constantly are like their body doesn't know what to do, so it sheds a lot more or something? Well, good luck with that pairing. I hope you get a bunch of scaleless heads out of those. Yeah, Kevin's very big on the micro scales. Doesn't really pique your interest, huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I should have related that back to what you because you said that up there too. I wasn't thinking, but yeah, it does make sense. Glad you like that sour stuff, Gage, because it's not my bag of beans. Yeah, I guess we may never know. People may never know. Do you know if do the scaleless rat snakes do the same thing? Do they shed an awful lot like that too? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any scaleless stuff at all. I was just still trying. My animals are all doing good. I started pairing stuff up again today just to keep the pairings going. Oh, you have scaleless stuff, Edward? Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of any trouble with them at all. I know this. What is it? The leatherbacks or something? The leatherback bearded dragons. You have to put lotion on them because they have trouble. Stevie, you have a great night, buddy. Thank you for stopping in. That's what I got. I got a 1911. I love every minute of it. Oh, I did not know that. Sarah. Not this year. Not this year. I'm thinking about getting rid of those gauge. You've got a very sharp stick. Cooper, you're funny. Some random dude, how you doing, buddy? I'm sorry I didn't. I forgot to say hello to you when I first saw you come in. So yeah, I know he's a gun guy too. Yeah, I have a few around here. Nice 12-hour day. We're good. Oh, I'm not getting rid of the geckos. Yeah, no. And you're right, Sarah. Becky could kick my ass easy, for sure. See, Uper cap guns are the best, especially the old Western ones where the little spool of them sat in there and you could shoot off a whole bunch at once, you know? How big did discus get? About 7-8 inches round, I guess, about like that. But they're real thin. They get about an inch thick. Yeah. Oh, you know this, David? Yeah. I think everybody knows it. Well, that's heavy, Jeff. That would take somebody clean out. Probably take their head right off. AR-15s are very cool. Yeah. See, 1911 is pretty much the almost a perfect handgun because it was made and it lasted. They never changed the model for over 100 years. I believe it is, Dale. See, the problem with the AK-47, tell you what the difference is between the AK-47 has a habit of if you're rapid firing it, going up because it pushes upwards. Where the ARs are designed to stay straight and steady. Yeah, I have to agree. And the AK is just a bigger bullet. And the ARs, it depends on what size you have the AR in, which, cause a lot of damage. Because it's such a small bullet flying at such a fast speed. Yeah, not the Chinese knockoffs, no. Bullets. Well, the AK, the only reason the AK is hard to beat is because you can bury that thing in sand and mud and everything, right? Drop it in mud and cover it over and dig it up a week later and still fire it without even cleaning it. Where a lot of other guns get cleaned. Now, the ARs are designed to take one bullet. You could take the bullet in it and disassemble the entire gun, clean it, and put it back together because the bullet has you can push on the pins and it comes apart. You can take it apart and put it back together. I believe the guy's name was William Stoner, who invented the AR, well, the M16, which was now the predecessor to the ARs. It is. Yeah, Keyword Stoner. That's his name. I think it was William. I think his name was William Stoner. And he designed that whole gun to come apart when you're in the field by just taking a bullet. You don't even have to have tools. You take one round and you use the bullet and you the point on the bullet and you can push the pins and take the entire gun apart, clean it, put it right back together. I used to have a World War I 30-06, the 1917 30-06 Army issue. That was a good gun. Correct, George. They are a lot of fun. You know, my son has some, and I love shooting them. What, the 1917 30-06? Yes, it was. That's what I got it for, was the good deer hunting. It was. I went to a consignment store, and the old guy had it in there, and it needed some work on it, and he had it up for like $50. I bought it and fixed it up, and I sold it for a lot more. Yeah, he does have the good ones. He's now you got good ones though, right, Matt? I mean, you don't use the old Navy ones anymore. Fact of the matter is, though, the shame that you guys have to have weaponry like that to defend yourselves as being cops. Crazy. I watched a video yesterday of a female officer giving a ticket to a gentleman in a truck. And when he handed her his wallet, he pulled out a handgun. And she had to wrestle that handgun off him, and her partner had to shoot the guy. And that's just It's crazy that people think they can do stuff like this to police officers. I don't understand why when a police officer tells you to stop, you stop. It's not that complicated. He's just doing it for his safety or her safety. Yeah. Well, that's one thing I could tell you where I live at. Not saying it could never happen, but it's pretty peaceful around here. When I came from Philadelphia, there was always stuff going on. I lived across the street from a lady who killed a bunch of kids. Completely crazy. Guy around the corner was a serial killer. Crazy. Becky's mom used to play with the kids who whose dad was the serial killer. It was crazy. Oh, that's good though. And I'm glad you're in a safe place. Yeah, I know, Jeff. I've talked to you on the phone when I heard your neighbors going crazy. West Philadelphia, born and raised, playgrounds. Yeah, West Philadelphia's a pretty tough place. Yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Who wouldn't know what that is? Will Smith. Will, how are you doing? I think nothing ever happened. Knock on wood. Nothing really happens around here. The last big thing that happened here was back in 1903. There was a bunch of people come in on horses and robbed a bank down here, and they threatened. They knew everybody in town by name, and when the people went down to try to stop them, they said that they would go kill them all or something while they were sleeping. But that was back in 1903, so they never did catch the people either, because that was in a paper, in the newspaper, not that long ago, talking about it, like 100 years ago type of thing, over 100 years ago. Then it went crazy. Yeah, I suppose it did go crazy. So how you're doing? Pretty good there, Will. That's well. That's good. That's good, Will. Oh. So, oh, your videos, you got to put the, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Yeah, I would never want to be shot in the upper thigh either. I wouldn't want to be shot anywhere. Yeah, you bleed pretty quick if they catch the femoral artery. That's for sure. Come on, Liam, stop. Hold on, guys. I got to put this dog out real quick. I'll just do that for a minute. Can you guys see that? Yeah, I'll be right back. Don't think I'm leaving you. I'll be back in a second, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be shot with anything. I was watching a video of a guy who had a 1911, and he was practicing. He was standing in the up against the out on the shooting range, and he was pulling the gun out quick. He was trying to do fast pulls and shoot, and as he was pulling up, he shot himself in the leg. He survived, but it was pretty bad. And then I had my cousin was walking home one day, and these guys jumped out. And this is in Philadelphia. They were going to beat him up, and he got in a fight with them. And he's like a 7th degree black belt in Kempo and stuff. And he beat this guy up, and he says, "Now leave me alone. I'm going home." And as he's walking home, he gets about 5 feet from it, and this little guy, real short little kid, walks out and says, "I suppose you think you're tough because you beat my buddy up, huh?" And my cousin was like, "No, I just want to go home." And the kid pulled out a gun and shot him in the leg, my cousin in the leg. It's not funny, but he did. He shot him right in the leg and said, "Now how tough are you?" Oh, yeah, I have to agree. Great equalizer. No joke. You go inside that. Yeah, yeah. So, well, guys, we're going on an hour here, or over an hour, and I think I'm going to call it quits for tonight. Matt, I will definitely be sending you a text message, okay? And I will just. And I will talk to everybody later. So, David, Gage, Will, Matt, George, Jeff, Dale. Let me see who else was in here. James. I'm trying to get everybody. I don't want to miss anybody. The other George from Edward, Sarah. Some random dude, which his name was, and anyone else I might have missed. Ed from CMC. And I will talk to everybody later. How does that sound? And we'll do this again. All right. Peace out, everybody. Youper. I almost forgot you, Youper, but I didn't because I seen you there, buddy. So later, everybody. Peace out.